Let us take some examples to understand the problems in heat chapter. So here is the first one. Convert 32 degrees centigrade into Kelvin scale. So here is the conversion between centigrade scale and Kelvin scale. The formula that we need to apply here is the temperature in Kelvin scale is equals to the temperature in centigrade scale plus 273, because the Kelvin scale starts from 273 kelvins. Now, substituting the value of degrees in centigrade in this formula, that means K is equals to, instead of centigrade temperature, we write 32 degrees centigrade. So by calculating, we get 305 kelvins. The second one, convert 315 kelvins into centigrade scale. The same formula should be applied here. So here we need to apply the value in kelvins, because we need to find out the value in centigrade scale. So 315 is substituted. So by simplifying, we get 42 degrees centigrade. And next, now the conversion is between centigrade scale and Fahrenheit scale. So here the third problem, convert 104 degrees Fahrenheit into centigrade scale. The relation between centigrade scale and Fahrenheit scale is, here is the formula. C by 5 is equals to F minus 32 by 9. Instead of C, we have to substitute the value of the temperature in centigrade scale. Instead of F, we have to substitute the value of temperature in Fahrenheit scale. In our problem, the temperature is given in Fahrenheit scale. We need to convert this into centigrade scale. So instead of F, substitute the value of 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and here we substituted, and by simplifying this, we get the value C by 5 is equals to 8. Then C is equals to 40 degrees centigrade. Next, move to the fourth problem. So here is the problem. 50 grams of water at 20 degrees centigrade is mixed up with 50 grams of water at T degrees centigrade. If the final temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, find T degrees centigrade. So here we need to apply the method of mixtures formula. So let us first try to write down what is given in the problem. So M1 is given as 50 degrees centigrade, 50 grams, and its temperature is 20 degrees centigrade. So M1 T1 value is given in the problem, and M2 is also given as 50 grams. T2 we need to find out. It is given as 3 degrees centigrade, but the final temperature is given as 30 degrees centigrade. Now, method of mixtures. By using method of mixtures, the formula is T final temperature T is equals to M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. Here we know the values of all values instead of T2. By substituting the values and simplifying, we get, finally we get 20 plus T is equals to 60. Then T is equals to 40 degrees centigrade. Next problem. How much energy is absorbed when 10 grams of ice at 0 degrees centigrade becomes steam at 100 degrees centigrade? So before solving this problem, we need to write down the phase difference. That means the ice at 0 degrees has been changing to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. First, the ice at 0 degrees centigrade converts to water at 0 degrees centigrade, because at 0 degrees centigrade both the ice and water, both stages are available, both stages are present. Then the water at 0 degrees centigrade converts to water at 100 degrees centigrade. Then water at 100 degrees centigrade converts to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. So this is the phase change between ice at 0 degrees centigrade and steam at 100 degrees centigrade. Here the mass is given as 10 grams. First stage, that means Q1, the temperature, that means the heat energy required to convert ice at 0 degrees centigrade to water at 0 degrees centigrade. So here in these two stages there is no difference in the temperature. That means here is 0 degrees centigrade and here also 0 degrees centigrade. So when there is no difference in the temperature, we have to use the formula Q1. That means Q1 is equals to ml. What is L here? L is the latent heat of fusion because ice has been converting into water. So the formula is Q1 is equals to ml. We know the mass m 10 grams and latent heat of fusion is 80 calories per gram. So by substituting and simplifying we get 800 calories. So this is the value of Q1. And again we have to find out the value of Q2. That means the phase difference between water at 0 degrees centigrade and water at 100 degrees centigrade. So how much heat energy required? Q2. That has to be calculated now. So here there is difference in temperature. That means the water has been changing from 0 degrees to 100 degrees. So there is difference in temperature. Now the formula that we has to apply here is Q2 is equals to ms delta T. By substituting the values, we know the mass 10 grams and a specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. So and the temperature difference, that is 100 minus 0, we get by simplifying 1000 calories. So Q2 has been calculated as 1000 calories. And then third one, Q3. Q3 is the phase difference between water at 100 degrees centigrade to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. That means there is no difference in temperature. This is a latent heat of vaporization. So now the formula that we have to apply here is Q3 is equals to ml. So we know the value of m as 10 and the L, what is L? L is the latent heat of vaporization, that is 540 calories per gram. By substituting and simplifying we get 5400 calories. And now the total energy required we have to calculate. That means we have to sum up Q1, Q3, Q1, Q2 and Q3. We just before we calculated the values of Q1, Q2 and Q3. By adding all the values we get 7200 calories. So this is the heat energy required to convert to ice at 0 degrees centigrade to steam at 100 degrees centigrade. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys may have understood the problems.